I'm currently spending 100 days in hardcore Cobblemon once more. And you know, I'm not the best at hardcore Minecraft. So I wanted to see if we can do this once more. I do have various goals that I would like to achieve in this series. However, my main goal is to have fun and obviously survive. This isn't going to be a Nuzlocke or anything like that. It's just going to be strictly a hardcore series. I can't put it all into one video because I don't have the time to do that as of right now. However, I will be uploading videos a lot more frequently this time around, so stay tuned for that. Enjoy the video. What's going on, you guys? My name is Jordan. Welcome to another video, and today we are back with some more Cobblemon. Obviously, this is what we do. We do this every day. Well, clearly not every day because I've been gone like what, 4 months now. Yeah, there's a whole bunch of stuff that I'll get into later on in the video about that. But yeah, basically today we are going to be playing some, we're going to be doing a hardcore challenge, and it's going to be 100 days. This time, it's not going to be the full movie, because I currently don't have time for that. However, this will be a little series, and I'll be trying to upload these videos every couple of days or so. Because I'm trying to get back into the YouTube grind because I am no longer in college, which is pretty awesome, and I'm graduating in like a month. So that'll be pretty sweet, and oh my gosh, it's Firo. So let's get started. Let's pick our starter. And honestly, we have, oh man, it's been a little bit since I've picked a Cobblemon starter. So I'm thinking we pick something that we don't normally pick, and that's actually Charmander, because we never even picked Charmander as our starter, ever in the history of my YouTube channel. So this is going to be interesting. We already have a Butterfree right here, which is just a free kill for us. So we can just get that going. Unless we just die of confusion, which I'm sure that we won't. Hopefully that doesn't... Okay, I think we're good. I think we'll be all right. One more hit with Ember, and then we'll be good. But yeah, this isn't a Nuzlocke or anything. This is just a hardcore Minecraft challenge, but with Cobblemon, because I'm actually trying to get this world to be, you know, something that's like, oh nice, level 13 already. I'm trying to get this world to be more of like, less of like a challenge and more of like a fun kind of, I don't know, a fun kind of thing. You know, I'm just kind of playing the game currently. And that's kind of what things should be about, more or less. You know what I mean? I feel like that's what Minecraft should be about anyway. And yeah, so I think that's what we're gonna get started with. Okay, so let's actually start trying to mine these trees up. I don't have Excavator this time, or that excavate mod. I was thinking about it, and then I realized that Fabric doesn't even have one. It's more so just like vein mine and tree harvester, so it's two different things instead of one mod, which I kind of like, but I also don't, because I kind of miss my excavate mod. But that's fine. We are gonna head probably over in the mountains. What's over there? Just like dead bushes. Let's actually take a look at what's around us here. So it's mostly just the same. This is a hot shrubland, so this is probably all dead trees here. We do have apricorn trees around us. So I think if we head over to the mountains, we should actually find an apricorn tree beyond this hill here. So let's do that. All right, so we're actually off to a pretty decent start currently, because we do already have a level 13 Charmander, and Charmander is arguably one of the greatest starters that you could just like start off with, because, well, it's Charmander. Come on, let's face it. He's literally the GOAT, and you know, obviously the Pokemon community, most people would agree that he's one of the best starters. So yeah, I don't know. I would say he's top 3. I would say he's definitely overrated, but well, the whole Charmander line, maybe except for Charmeleon, just goated. Just goated. But I'm sure many of you know that I am not that big of a fan of the Charmander line because of how many other people enjoy it. And I think that kind of turns me off from it, so I don't know. However, I do have a profound respect for those who do enjoy a good old Charizard on their team. I do love Charizard. He's a very cool looking dragon guy. Who is not a dragon type, which is Always been a surprising thing to me ever since I was a kid, but that's just the way it has to be. You know what I mean? There we go. We got our stone tools. Our sword can stay wood until it breaks, because we won't really need a sword for a little bit. But I guess the big difference between Cobblemon and Pixelmon is that Pixelmon you don't start with any mobs. There's no mobs. Like there's no zombies or anything. You just kind of like catch Pokemon and stuff. It's more so based off like the Pokemon kind of aspect of the game. Oh wait, there's oh my gosh, there's packed mud here. I just realized this stuff's gonna be awesome for us. We can build our house out of this. Wait. We're gonna have to come back. And I do see some green apricorns there. We're gonna go over there in a second. And there is a Butterfree somewhere that I would like to absolutely slaughter. Okay, so let's go do that. But yeah. What was I saying? Yeah, like the main difference between Pixelmon and Cobblemon is that Cobblemon is more so based off like it's more leaning towards the Minecraft and Pokemon. Like you can just kind of do both, which is cool. I like that. I think I prefer it, to be honest. That's my opinion. But I know a lot of people would rather play Pixelmon because of how much content that Pixelmon has to offer compared to Cobblemon. Which I agree. In that aspect, I feel like it's definitely better for Pixelmon here because they already have all the content. Like you don't really have to worry about all the updates and stuff. And everyone's always worried. Like everyone's always like, oh, like what's coming up in the next Cobblemon update? And yeah, it kind of makes it more exciting because, you know, there is some talk that there will be rideable Pokemon in the next update, which is kind of cool. That's kind of literally something that the Cobblemon community has been asking for legit since it was created. So I think it's gonna be pretty baller, in my opinion. I'm really excited for it. But you know me, I'm excited about everything. I'm just this guy. I'm always excited. So, but that's kind of weird. But no, I mean what I meant by that was I'm excited for the Cobblemon community to become like a thriving community, like compared to the Pixelmon one, because I know the Pixelmon viewers are watching the Cobblemon stuff, but they're just not sure about it. You know what I mean? Because I kind of understand, like, if I was like into Minecraft, but I didn't really want to play Minecraft and just wanted to play Pokemon instead, but in Minecraft, like, I feel like Pixelmon would kind of just be the I don't know, the game that I would rather play. Like, I only like to play Cobblemon so much because I love Pokemon and Minecraft. So it's both of these things are like so popular, and it just makes so much sense to play it for me. You know what I mean? And actually, I'm really happy that there's a platform where I can share this game with other people that have, you know, that kind of have a mindset kind of like mine where, you know, this game is in its beginning stages still, but it's actually very well made. Animations are through the roof. And there's a lot of similarities to Pixelmon, but it's so distinct. Like these things that they have in this version of the game. Is that Lycanroc? Oh my gosh. Wait, he actually looks really cool. Wow. I've never seen Lycanroc in this version of the game. Wow. Okay, that's cool. Alright, wow. But, oh yeah, we should probably... there was a rose somewhere over here. There was a rose somewhere. Or was it over there? It might have been over there. Yeah, it was over there. But, yeah, anyway. So as I was saying, like, Cobblemon as opposed to Pixelmon, it's not that different. It's not that different, but it's so different in its own ways. You know what I mean? Pixelmon is just so, like, classic. Everyone knows Pixelmon. When you think of Pokemon in Minecraft, you think of Pixelmon. Cobblemon is, like, the start, like, that's, I don't know. Cobblemon is the start of a new Minecraft Pokemon. And I think it's, me personally, I think it's going to surpass Pixelmon in players, because just I don't know, just the way that they do it. And even people that aren't into Pokemon might even try Cobblemon and be like, you know what? I kind of like this. I think it just makes sense for those types of people to start coming along. Wait, Electrike is kind of big. Wait, did I download... Hold on. Did I download something that I wasn't supposed to here? But yeah, there is Megas in this. I downloaded not Megamond, not Ascension, but I downloaded a different one. Don't know what it's called. But, yeah, anyway. There we go. We got three sprouts for the blue trees, which is actually good. That's really good. Okay, so our Charmander is fully healed now, which means that we could probably knock out this guy. He might use Psybeam again. I don't want to... That's kind of what happened earlier. We almost just died to this guy. Yeah, Psybeam kind of... Yeah. If it crit, it would one-hit KO. Yeah, okay. Well, let's just leave. There is another tree right there. But that's kind of where we were headed anyway. There's a little honey. Yeah, but that's what I mean. Like, this game, compared to Pixelmon, I know I'm going on a tangent here, but you can't really compare because it's so different. Like, I get why you would compare it, because it's the only other Pokemon mod in Minecraft. So obviously you're gonna be like, okay, which one is better, this one or this one? And you know, that's fair. That's fair. I always think about which one is kind of better, but then I kind of stopped thinking about that because I'm like, well, they kind of have their own things going for them, you know? Like, Pixelmon is more focused on the content itself. Like, they have so much more content than Cobblemon does. And Cobblemon is more focused on the quality, you know? So it's quality versus quantity, really, if you think about it. And it just depends on what you're into. Like, it just depends on what you like. And, you know, Pixelmon has been around since even I was like a little small child. So, and by small child, I was probably like, what? Like, I had to have been like 9. I was like 9 or 8 when Pixelmon came out. So yeah, that's not that long ago. Or that's a long time ago, I mean. All right, let's see here. Okay, I think now we're doing some more damage. I don't know if we stay in. I don't think we do. I think we just run. Because these Butterfrees, they give a crap ton of XP. But to be honest, I think Charmander's a little bit too weak for that currently. Ooh, we gotta mark this on our map because that's gonna become useful to us. And we need to find a place to stay, like a base of operations. And I kind of don't really like the terrain that we're in, this whole biome, because it's kind of ugly if you really take a look at it. So I don't really care for this kind of area. But yeah, there's a couple of like structures of the Cobblemon structures. Oh, and there's Reboot over here somewhere. He's in the field. Point is, it's hard to compare things that are kind of not really comparable, in a sense. You can't really compare these two things because they're just so different. At least that's my opinion. I know there's a lot of people that think otherwise. I think, you know, obviously there's always the argument that Cobblemon or Pixelmon is better, whichever one. And I know a lot of people just be saying that type of thing, you know? So, is that Araquanid or Dewpider? I actually love Dewpider. I think Dewpider is the GOAT. That is actually a really cool Pokemon. Where's Dewpider? Dude, I don't remember these guys being in base Cobblemon, but maybe I've just been gone for quite a while. Level 14. I feel like we can catch that. We just need some copper, which we skipped over copper so many times so far. I just haven't grabbed any yet, but it's fine. We'll come back. There's a leopard or a leopard. But I have a feeling some of these mons aren't even part of the base game of Cobblemon currently. So I don't know. Maybe I downloaded something on accident that I don't know. I didn't even realize, because this is my own mod pack, but I kind of like it. That's kind of cool. Oh, and there's the Black Tauros. Yeah, I don't even know. Is that supposed to be here? This is so weird, because, well, okay. You know what's nice, though, now, is that Rapidash actually has a fire animation. I remember I used to complain about that so much last year. So yeah, that was kind of like something that turned me off. Oh, and here's another one of those things. So we actually have how many? How many now? Let me see. Let me see. Oh, there's Manectric. Okay, so there's one right here, one over here, one over here, and I think this one too. Is that four? Four archaeology sites? Five? And here's a little village. Here's okay, so we got a whole bunch of archaeology sites that we can go to. Whenever we want to get actually, you know what I want to get is a tyrant. That would be so absolutely marvelous. For me, I would love a tyrant. He's personally my favorite fossil Pokemon they ever came out with. Before that, it was probably Bastiodon, because Bastiodon is just insane. But I do have a profound love for every one of them, because I don't know, I just kind of grew up. I grew up loving fossil Pokemon. They're just kind of the more rare ones, and I love them. It's great. Also, I did download a mod that essentially tells me when there's shinies nearby or if there's legendaries. So yeah, that'll be fun because then we'll be able to actually find legendaries and shinies relatively easier. But I know with Cobblemon 1.6 now the shiny hunting is actually a lot easier. Especially because you can hear the sparkle from a little ways away. Also, Absol, what the hell? Dude, we are getting so many cool spawns right now that are pretty rare. Like, look at this guy. Dude, Absol, man. That's a mon that I haven't had on my team since... Did anyone else play Pokemon Brick Bronze on Roblox? I feel like that's the last time I've had an Absol on my team. And that game, man, brings back so many memories. Okay, so we're in another village. Here we go. We got a Pokemon Center. Normally, these have candies, so we can help level up our boy Charmander. And not only that, but we can heal Charmander as well, which is nice. So I think I'm going to take note of this place. There we go. We have a decent amount of sprouts. We have 4 different colors. Oh my god, Timber. Wait, I love Timber. Wait, we don't have any copper. I think I want Timber on our team. Because a Conkeldurr would honestly be amazing to have. Conkeldurr was always super cool to me. Yeah, so there's another one of these pillars. I don't know if that's part of Terralith or if that's part of Cobblemon, but I'm hoping it's part of Cobblemon because I would like to get fossils eventually. So that would be cool. Also, this type of stuff. So yeah, we do have access to Farmer's Delight, which is just marvelous. It's wonderful. Okay. Vivillon, level 12. We can fight that. We can fight that. If it'll let me, like... Oh my gosh. There we go. Okay. Okay, it's just gonna use Harden, I feel like. So, we can probably... Oh yeah, easy. I think this also gives a lot of XP. I don't know if it's as much as Butterfree, but Vivillon doesn't... Actually, I think it is. I think it is as much XP, because it's a fully evolved Mon. Can't remember who it is that evolves into Vivillon. Is it Scatterbug? Is it the Scatterbug? I think it is. Oh, yeah, we got an evolution now. Let's see if we can get our torches out. And let's just torch this area up really quick so that we can view our very first evolution of the series. Nice. Well, that was pretty quick, if you ask me. We did that pretty fast, but with the Pokemon that are around here, I think it just made sense that it went by that quickly. So yeah, the village actually looks pretty nice from here. I think I'm gonna mark the village on the map. Oh, it's a Donphan. Oh, I love Donphan. But I'm gonna mark this village on the map, starting from the Pokemon Center, which is right there. And there's another... What is that? I don't know what that is, but that's like a little rock or something. But yeah, there's the Pokemon Center, so I kind of want it to... This is like the center, I guess. So what are we going to call this village? I don't know. For right now, I'm going to call it Village. But we can think of a name eventually, because I really like to make the world more, like, feel more immersive, you know? Is that a word? Or is it more immerse? I think, yeah, immerse is the word, I believe. And so, yeah, we'll make the world feel a bit more immersed by having names for locations. I feel like that's just a lot more... I don't know. I kind of did a little something like that in the last hardcore series where I just kind of, like, named different locations after stuff. But, yeah, I do love Donphin. He's really cool. And, okay, so I think first step is to gather some copper. Oh, nice. There's one of those towers, the Gimmighoul ones, which I do love Gimmighoul. Gimmighoul is dope as hell. Oh my gosh. Dude, Metatite, why do you look like that? Okay, I don't think this is... I really do not think this is part of the Cobblemon base game currently. Unless it is, and I'm just, like, shaming the Cobblemon... Wow, Ampharos. Jeez. Unless I'm just... Oh my god, Electabuzz. Dude, I can't... What is that dog? What? I haven't seen these dogs ever. What? Okay, I'm just getting way too distracted. Dude, no way. What the hell? Wait a minute. Bruh. Alright. Wait, can we craft a boat? What the hell, dude? There's a shiny Tailo, bro. Okay. Okay. Like I said, it's pretty easy with shinies nowadays. I've only been in here for about, like, 2 hours, and this guy's just, like, here, so... Let's put him in the boat. He's gonna stay here for a little while until we can get some copper. But dude, what is going on with these spawns right now? There's like some pretty cool Pokemon spawning, like Oinkalone, which we see a lot. But there's Electabuzz, Ampharos, Rockruff, and a shiny Tailo. Shiny Tailo, that's just absolutely fantastic. I do love that. Where is the little spot that I dug out? It's right here. Okay, so we're gonna see if we can get some copper anywhere. There might be some nearby. But yeah, one thing that I didn't know in the last couple of series, or like, not even in the last couple of series, but in the last couple of episodes, I didn't even know you could just like put them in a boat and then like just kind of hang out anywhere else you would like to be, because that just makes it so much easier. Like I could just have these guys, and I have an Ampharos in there too. There we go. I could just have these guys hang out. Like I could have like a legendary hang out in my boat all day, and then I would just like come back whenever I could catch it. You know what I mean? That's kind of baller, dude. This is tomato bushes. I thought that was sweet berries, but yeah, that's pretty interesting. I could hear this guy still. Yeah, I could hear them pretty far away. Wow, that's like really far away. Okay, so I'm gonna leave that guy there for a bit. Is he still on the map, or is he like gone? So the boat is still there, which means he's probably still hanging out in there. I've never tested it out before, but I'm hoping that he's still there. Because I just need some copper. Just like literally 1 copper. Oh my gosh. Oh my gosh. Bro, what is the shiny rate? Alright, I'm gonna be right back. I'm gonna check what the shiny rate is right now, because there's no way that this is happening right now. I just realized the shiny rate was 1 in 819 rather than 1 in 8,192. So yeah, we found 2 shinies that are not, and unfortunately I'm gonna let them go, because that's just, you know, we can't, that's like cheating, you know what I mean? Shiny Zigzagoon. Unfortunately, we have to kick you to the curb, little buddy, because you are not legit. Which also means that Tailo is not legit. So you know what? We're gonna... I know I did spend 2 hours in this world so far, but that's only 2 hours. And realistically, I would be spending a lot longer than that trying to find shinies. So I think we're just gonna make this a little bit more legit. And we're gonna go kill that Tailo as well. Because that's just not fair. That's just not fair to you guys. You know, I did make changes for some other personal, like, thing that me and my buddies were doing. But that's, you know, this is for the video. For the video, it's gotta be legit, you know what I mean? Let's just keep going. So the spawns are still crazy, though. The spawns are still crazy. I put it back to 8,192. Now, I also really want to get out of this place? Like, why is this place so, like, deserted? You know what I mean? I would like to be in a nicer kind of area. And by nicer, I just mean greener. I think green is just all I'm looking for, really. There we go. But yeah, that's kind of funny that I mean, still, I guess 1 in 800 is still kind of like good. I mean, that's less of a chance than in Pokemon Go, and in Pokemon Go is pretty easy. But however, this is open world, and I feel like we made it definitely easier for ourselves by doing that. But oh yeah, okay, so this is where we're headed now. There's highlands over here, which is nice. Okay, well, I just want to make it far away from this kind of area. I don't like this area. It's just uninspiring. It's gross. It's just not the way that I would like it. There we go. We finally found some oak trees, which is the tree of choice between acacia and oak. Obviously, it's oak. You know what I mean? Well, for most people anyway, I feel like. When we're talking about the orange acacia trees, like the orange acacia planks, I feel like it's probably the most ugly kind of color in the game, I think, you know? There we go, we found some copper, which is nice. We're gonna take that. There we go. 6 is literally probably all we're gonna need for a little while, because we're not really gonna be focused on catching that many mons. In this episode, we're gonna be focused more on actually finding a place to call home and then building. You know what I mean? I feel like that would be kind of more up our alley for this type of situation. So we do. Wait, actually, I don't know. Do we have access to chipped? I think we do. Let me just check, because I could be completely wrong. Okay, I do have access. But I think in next episode, I'm gonna make sure that I have JEI also connected to this mod pack, because that's just, it's kind of tough without JEI. You can't really see what mods you have and stuff like that. So also there is a Rufflet over here, which I really like Rufflet, because I played through Pokemon. Was it Black 2 that had the Rufflet, or was that the Mandibuzz or not the Rufflet, but the Braviary or the Mandibuzz on the specific day? It was an event, and you would go in Route 6, I believe it was. I don't know, but I remember this specific thing with Braviary, and yeah, might have been White 2 actually. But yeah, that was pretty cool. I always love those little events that they had. But holy geez, this goes around for a long while, but I think if we just head this way into the highlands, there we go. I think that's actually spruce over there, which is pretty nice to see. Spruce is like the best wood in the game, dude. Oh, and there's Slugma. Oh, and that would have been a good shiny. If we had a shiny Slugma, dude. Shiny Magcargo's not as cool, but shiny Slugma, oh my gosh. See, that's a lot of the things that they should have done with this game, is that, like, they should have done with the shinies and Pokemon in general, is that they should have made it so that the first evolution shiny should have just been the same as the last evolution, because I feel like there's so many Pokemon that have just been done wrong and done dirty with their shinies. Like, dude, think about, like, Gibble to Garchomp. Like, Gibble's shiny is so cool, but Garchomp, you can't even tell that it's shiny. You know what I mean? And then, or even like the whole Dragonite thing too. With Dragonite, he's just green and red, which is kind of all right. But dude, like, there's probably over like 200 green shinies in Pokemon. I think we've had enough of those. You know what I mean? I feel like we should probably have more like different colors. You know, or just like do more pink ones, because pink is cooler than green, to be honest. Unless it's like a really cool looking green, but I don't know. There's not that many cool looking greens. So yeah, well, this is cool. We're in this highlands area. This is kind of a nice area. I feel like maybe we can actually live around here. Oh, there's like plains over here, which I think that's where we're headed. But before I do that, I'm going to make sure that I dig up this tree, this beautiful tree. And by dig up, I mean, you know, completely demolish. All right, let's see. What are we getting rid of here? Probably this wooden pickaxe. We don't need it. I don't know why I still have that. That's, you know, that's my bad, pimp. But yeah, let's make our way to this tree over here. This apricorn tree. But yeah, it looks like for right now, our team is going to only consist of like the necessities, you know, a Pokemon that we could fly on because in Cobblemon 1.7, we are going to be getting the ability to ride on Pokemon, and I is that a Firestone or is that a Sunstone? What is this? Brother, is that Sunstone? Okay, I thought that was Firestone. I'm like, dude, there's no way you can just get Firestone here. But yeah, I'm gonna throw out these papers. But yeah, dude, let's see if we can just take a little nap here and sleep through the night. Yeah, dude, I have so much to talk about. I'm literally like, I have so much to talk about. Holy jeez, I can't even remember like the last like 15 words that I said before I got to the point, to this point. So yeah, okay. Oh, there's creepers. Yellow is so good. Yellow is so good. Yellow is so good. We can get rid of these pink ones. I don't want the pink ones. We can come back for pink. I feel like pink is just like, if you have it, if it's the only thing you have, then it's good. You know what I mean? But if you don't, like, you don't really need it. Oh, jeez. Hey, he killed the cow for me. Nice. Okay, I like this area. And look at that mountain. I like the mountain. Dude, this is actually, okay, this is a lot nicer. This is a lot of a nicer spot. I feel like if we were to live here, it would be kind of nice. We just need to do a little bit of terraforming because, well, I mean, look at kind of how this place is. Like, it's nice, but it's not, like, beautiful or anything. Okay, sweet. Dewpider does spawn around here. I do love Araquanid. I do love Araquanid, so we are going to be rocking with Araquanid eventually. But look at that. There's coarse dirt here, which is absolutely beautiful. Okay, so I do want to kind of make our place a little more along the shore here. And there's like a little pointy thing there, like a rock. Okay. Let's just terraform this a little bit, and then we're going to place down some crafting table and some furnaces, and of course some chests, because, dude, we already have a full inventory. We can't even pick up this dirt, which, believe it or not, dirt is actually very, very valuable. Even though you see it literally everywhere around you, it's pretty valuable, especially if you're into terraforming like I am. So I kind of want to get one of those mods with like the backpacks. I can't remember which one it was, but it's a really good mod because you can just literally fit everything in your backpacks. And I want a whole backpack full of dirt and grass and whatever to terraform, because I love me some terraforming. But yeah, let's actually start planting some more oak trees just kind of along this area here. And we do have one spruce sapling, so we can do that as well. Just plant it like right here. And we have a cave right here, which is rather nice looking. So we can, that's actually kind of nice. We can just go mining whenever we intend to. So there we go. Kind of annoying that we have 3 acacia planks. There we go. Seems that there's a cave like right under us or something. Oh, I think it is. Oh, no, it's this. But yeah, there is a cave right under us too. It's actually just this, which is rather nice. I think I'm going to light that area up because, well, this guy. Oh my gosh. Yeah, I'm just going to leave. Dude, I forgot how OP skeletons are in hardcore mode. Well, let's just hang out up here, dude. Let's not mess with that guy, because we literally almost just died again. And, dude, episode 1 and we're already dead? Like, imagine. We can't be doing that. We can't be doing that. Alright, let's, I see an Eevee somewhere. Eevee. Eevee, where are you? Can you spot the Eevee? He's somewhere in the field. Is that him? No, that's dirt. Darn. Oh, there's Marie. Alright, let's start planting some of these apricorn trees here. These sprouts, because I would love just to get these things growing. And a white one, and I believe we have a green one. There we go. Green. Green is good. Where is this Eevee? He's here. Right here. Okay. Level 18. We can we can kind of fiddle around with that, you know what I mean? So yeah, in hardcore mode, we're definitely going to want a shield. I don't want to be losing this world anytime soon. Especially because we want this to be at least 100 days, you know what I mean? And if we survive beyond the 100 days, then who knows? Maybe we'll get an actual lifelong kind of world happening, you know? So this guy's kind of creaming me right now. Yeah, okay, 1 sand attack. That's fine, that's fine. As long— oh, Cyndaquil! I see a Cyndaquil on the map. I see a Cyndaquil on the map. Cyndaquil is honestly the GOAT. Oh yeah, we got an Eevee. Let's go. Okay, dude. Eevee on the first episode is kind of crazy. That's pretty cracked. Let's actually see if we can... No, you know what? Let's save it. Let's save it. We'll find... Dude, we've already found a couple starters today. We've already found a couple starters. That skeleton below us is kind of scaring me. He's a little bit OP, I'm not going to lie. And, you know, I'm pretty good at Minecraft, but I'm not really good at Minecraft hardcore. So I feel like, you know, first step is to make sure that we can be a little bit more safe, you know what I mean? And I guess it doesn't matter where we put our spawn point, because, well, regardless, like, you know, put some food in here, get some of this. So we know we have coal right under us. For right now, I'm not going to go down to where that skeleton was, because that guy, he's a little bit OP, dude. Like, I'm not wearing any armor currently. Pidgey. I miss when Pidgey would give you slow falling. That was honestly sick. But yeah, we should also kind of cover this up, because I don't want to be falling in there. But we know that this part is... There we go. We know that this part is the cave. So we can go in there, put a torch right here. Hello, Swellow. There we go. We got a whole bunch of this copper. Oh wow, we already have 2 trees that grew. Pretty awesome. And we have a lot of Manectrics out here, or Electrics, I mean. So that's pretty nice. I don't know. Do I want an Electrike? I don't think I do. I think it'd be cool if we collected all the Pokemon, but I feel like that would, at this point, it would take a long time. I feel like a year ago it was kind of doable, like you can collect every Mon. But now it's like, with the legendaries and everything, it's kind of hard. Like, if... I don't know. Alright, let's actually name our Pokemon. So, Charmeleon... Actually, no, wait, let's leave it to you guys. Let's leave it to the viewers. What should we name our Charmeleon and our Eevee? Our Eevee's a girl, and our Charmeleon's a boy. What shall we name these fellas? Wow, full defense on Eevee. And, yeah, okay, we got pretty steady IVs here for Charmeleon, but not the best IVs I've seen, so definitely some room for some stat training. Not that we can improve IVs, but EVs we can. Okay, well, let's start putting a whole bunch of stuff we don't quite need in the chest. I'm gonna put these along the river. You can't put it on gravel. There, 1, 2, oh, whoops, wrong thing. There we go. Now we just got some sugarcane growing kind of on the side, which is nice. All right, time to go to bed. Okay, so first thing I want to make out of our iron here is a pickaxe. I know it's pretty basic, but we're gonna need it, especially... Oh, and we can use our... Oh, we don't have the wood for it, and I don't want to use our spruce. I mean, you know what? There's spruce all around us. Why don't we use that and make ourselves a shield? The shield... Oh, whoops. Is pretty important, especially in hardcore. Especially in hardcore, you guys know this. I'm sure all your favorite YouTubers play hardcore. I know my favorite YouTubers definitely play hardcore, and they're pretty good, and I don't know how they do it, and I'm like super jealous, 'cause I'm just like pretty bad, but it's okay. At least I'm good at Minecrafting somewhat. Yeah, let's go grab some more spruce. Spruce is gonna come in handy. Oh, and there's another Gimme Ghoul Tower, which is nice. We'll be able to actually explore that in a minute. Okay, this shield kind of takes up a lot of our screen here. Oh, there's just Thunderstone hanging out right there. Cool. Well, I kind of want that. That'd be cool. Maybe we can evolve our Eevee into Jolteon. But I don't know. I feel like Jolteon is kind of like not the pick for an evolution. You know what I'm saying? But oh well, we'll see. We'll see what happens. Maybe we'll do Jolteon. I feel like if I do Sylveon, it's just too basic. Maybe I'll do Glaceon, because Glaceon's just epic. But I don't know. We'll see. Okay, so we got kind of like a little cave system happening. over here. Yeah, we're going back this way. Oh, we got some stuff growing here. Nice. Okay, that's great. I'm glad that we have so many trees. So I kind of want to start planning out the house now. We have a bunch of packed mud, which we can always go back to the biome over here and just get a whole bunch. Because look, it's everywhere. It's literally everywhere. We can just go back and get some packed mud, which I think the closest way to get there is actually over here. And there's a forester bunch with birch trees, I believe. We can get some birch as well. That'd be kind of nice. There we go. I like that. Okay. 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3. Feel like if I do a 9 wide, maybe. That's 9, yeah. And we might have to break this up a bit. Well, okay. I'm gonna need a new pickaxe. Actually, I have my iron one. But I can't be mining too much stuff with this because this is our only iron that we have access to. So, yeah, let's do this. Go up. Well, hold on. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. Okay, we need to go one more. It's fine. We just need to have our outline here set for us. It's kind of a basic shape, you know, it's just a square, but that's kind of what we're going for. I feel like this boat, let's just put it on the river so we have it. There we go. Yeah, let's get a little start here with our house. Okay, I think what I'll do is I'm gonna go exploring back towards this way. Oh wait, there's 2 villages. Wow, wait, like they kind of almost connect. Well, let's try to make it over there. Is that close to us, or do we gotta go over this hill? I think we gotta go over the hill. But that's all right. We can do that. Whoa, it's Corvus Squire. Just hanging out. What level is he? 39. Wow. Yeah, we found a lot of pretty cool mons. Yellow. We need more yellow. Yellow is gonna be so useful to us for both quick balls and ultra balls. Always the go-to, man. Okay, well, we only got 1, but 1 sure beats having none. We've been recording for a little while now, so I think I'm going to head back, see if I can just give the house a little fix up really quick, and then, yeah, we're going to call it an episode. Here's Stonejourner, dude. I always love seeing Stonejourner. He's just such a vibe. All right, I already see zombies on the map close to our domain here. Wow, I like how there's kind of like a step up to our house. Kind of cool. It kind of just works out. I do really like Terralith. I think Terralith is a great mod for terrain. I do like Biomes of Plenty as well. I think there's they both have their things that you got to worry about. I feel like Terralith, the only thing about that is that you don't have access to diorite, which I know a lot of people are like happy about that, but I swear with this mod, with like this thing, I could never find diorite ever. It's so difficult. Also, I should probably watch the durability on my pickaxe just to make sure. You know, I kind of want to be able to have access to a little thing called diamonds. You know what I'm saying? I feel like as soon as we have access to diamonds, though, like we won't even need the iron pickaxe. It does look weird right now, but it won't look weird later, unless I extend that one more. Yeah. Let's see. I just miss this. I miss like playing this game and just having a conversation with you guys. Well, it's more like a one-sided conversation because I'm just talking to myself. But to be fair, you know, I could just kind of talk to myself all day, which ain't nothing wrong with that, bro. If you're like that, if you're kind of like me, then hell yeah. I think that's good. Now we just need some sand, which I'm sure we could muster up a little bit of sand here somewhere. Is that sand? No, that's gravel. This is sand, though. Nice. I just need 6. Well, no, not yet, but we will have access to glass panes. I'm gonna do kind of like a little thing like this. Make it a little nice looking. Oh, yeah. I'm starting to see the issue here. Well, okay, I'm gonna change that. And as soon as possible, I would like access to Chipped, because Chipped has just so much cool stuff that we could put. I want our floor to be made out of something nice, so... Well, it's gonna be made out of, like, whatever we have available to us, but we can change it up and make it look kind of cool with the different patterns that Chipped gives us. So hopefully in the next episode we'll be there. But yeah, it actually feels nice to make a new world. Especially a hardcore world, because I am always so scared to hop into a hardcore world. I'm just not good at hardcore. And, you know, I think a lot of you can attest to that, because those who are probably here now have probably seen the clips of me last year failing miserably at hardcore. But if you haven't seen that video, actually, or those videos, rather, then I suggest you go check them out. They are somewhere on my channel. I think I could link it on my I could link it in the description if you guys really want to see it, but it's fine. Newsflash, I just pretty much lose everything and die. Oh, there's another Eevee and a Combuskin, which is sweet, and a Golem. Holy jeez, dude, why are the spawns so crack? Okay, I'm gonna keep the rest of the glass the way it is, but we're gonna go like this. Actually, I don't even think we'll have enough. Okay, yeah, we might have to go grab the other glass and do exactly what we didn't want to, which is break it up and finish these windows. Darn, look at that. We freaking wasted a thing. There we go. Just gonna let our Pokemon out here. I think Eevee can actually come on my shoulders. Boom. Alright, well that's gonna conclude the episode for today. I hope you guys enjoyed it. I know that it's kind of random that I'm just back all of a sudden, but like I said, you know, college is over and I'm back, baby. Let's go. The grind is back. So yeah. Thanks again so much for watching, and I hope you guys enjoyed the video, because I certainly enjoyed making it. So if you guys would be so inclined to subscribe or to like the video if you're already subbed, then that would help me out a ton. And yeah, so I'll see you guys in the next one, and peace.